you buying into the Luka hype?
Well, I'm in a group chat with my nephews, Keith and Kendrick Rouse in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And every time Luka does anything good, triple doubles, he plays well, I get an alert on my phone. And I'm going to say to America the same thing I say to them. He's having a good season, and he's doing some good things. But until he gets the Mavericks to the playoffs, he's just another good player having a good season. Now, if he keeps the production up and he gets the Mavericks to the playoffs, then I'll be the first guy in the passenger seat of the Luka bandwagon. Until then, he's just having a good season.
Well, look, I understand that you want to be the first passenger because you're a big bandwagon guy. That's just who you are. Who you are. You're a bandwagon guy. That's fine.
Wait.
It's the truth.
What? Bandwagon? He settled that yesterday.
Yeah. He's a big bandwagon guy. My thing about Luka is this. We're forgetting the addition of Porzingis. Porzingis is a special, unique player. So when you add the two of them together, great things can happen. Now, Luka is special. I am a big Luka fan. Do I believe that he is an MVP? Not this year, right? I think Giannis has separated himself from everybody else. I think the season that James Harden is having, right? But also when you look at, to your point about getting to the postseason, right now, if the postseason were to start today, it would be Dallas versus Houston in the first round.
Yeah.
Now, that's a matchup that I think all of America would love to see. You got superstars, you got triple-double machines, you got a lot going against each other. But I really just think right now with Luka, I think we need to continue to watch his growth. Does he have an MVP in his future? If I were to have to bet today, the answer would be yes.
Oh, of course.
But do I think that he is top 5 NBA player right now? I think he's most likely a top 10, top 12 player.
See, the thing is, you guys have been conditioned to this term sophomore slump. A lot of people are used to, in their second years in the season, seeing players sort of struggle in their second year. This has not happened to Luka. Luka has been immune. And this is the Luka Doncic effect. 2 years ago, before the Mavs drafted him, they were 24th in offensive efficiency. This year, the Dallas Mavericks are first in offensive efficiency. And if we want to talk about seeing them in the playoffs, right now, you said it, they're 5th in the standings. Last year, the Mavs were not in the playoffs. What is the Luka Doncic effect? Now, I went on SportsCenter earlier, and I found this really crazy nugget from Second Spectrum. Using this advanced analytics, Luka Doncic has the most touches in the NBA. So this was his 12th time in the NBA this season, their win versus the Spurs, in which Luka had over 100 touches in a game. He passed LeBron James in that mark. He is doing it. He's the reason. And if you think about this modern, NBA and the shots, what is the hardest but yet most efficient shot? It's probably the step back three, right? No one in the NBA except James Harden has more step backs than Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is the heart and soul. You say Porzingis giving him credit, or even the fact that the Mavs are in the conversation of, possibly being in the playoffs. This is all Luka. Luka is a rare talent, and people forget he's 20 years old, not slumping his sophomore year. The fact that he also gives you 28 points per game, almost 10 rebounds and 10 assists as a point guard, he is the reason why the Mavs are relevant and competing.
And I agree with you there. He is the reason. But do you want to know why he's not having a sophomore slump? It's because he just added the unicorn. When you have a guy that's going to give you 18 and 9, coming back not having played a year before. He took a complete year off, coming back from injury. He's with a new team and a new system trying to figure it out. When you add a special player like that, like the way he's able to spread the floor, that gives Luka more space to get to work. That gives him more opportunity. And as far as your touches, the one thing that you're talking about with LeBron James and him, they both play point guard for their team. So, if we're going to talk about point guards and the amount of touches, yes, there is something to that. But if you're playing point guard, you're going to have the most amount of touches.
I think it's more so about the credit you deserve. And I think Luka deserves most of the credit. And you're saying this is largely the unicorn or Porzingis' result, right? How did the unicorn play in the first game back by Luka? He sort of struggled. What was he, 1 for 9, 2 for 9 in the first half? So far, we have not seen the best version of Porzingis, but we have seen the best version of Luka Doncic.
And I'm not going to let him talk, Damon Jones.
I'm going to talk over you.
This is the one thing I'll say is this. When you look at, let's say, the Warriors, part of the reason why Steph has so much room to work is because of Klay. Part of the reason why KD had so much room to work is because of Steph and Klay. Part of the reason why Luka has so much room to work is because of Porzingis. So, let's not discredit that. I do think that Luka is a special and he's the best player, but the reason why he has so much room to work and didn't have a sophomore slump is because they added Porzingis.
I actually challenge that. I think it's more of his pick and roll game because he has one of the most effective pick and roll duos with Dwight Powell. I think last night, and I know all these nuggets from SportsCenter, they generated 21 points straight up from the pick and roll. His ability to pass, I know we talk about LeBron and we always make those comparisons between Luka and LeBron, but Luka's ability to pass, he's not just generating points for himself, he's doing it for others as well. So I think that's looked past. If you look at how he passes the ball, it's the flash and the flare. I always say, and sorry, Damon, I'll let you get in there, international players have a different cadence to their game. It's not just being surrounded by shooters. It's what he's generating, not just only scoring, but also facilitating for others.
I'm hard on Luka Doncic, but I'm going to say this. If he gets the Dallas Mavericks to the 4th seed or higher in the Western Conference, I'm going to put him top 2 in the MVP race.
Yeah, well, you're not. Yeah, that's stupid. But I get
Why would it be stupid?
Anything that you say, I'm going to disagree with you. I just want to make sure you.
I'm just saying, why is that
Got your
stupid?
number today, huh?
I mean, you got the Lakers, you got the Clippers, you got the Rockets, and if you have the Dallas Mavericks in the 4th seed, then he
is the best player, but he added Porzingis.
Well,
LeBron's the best player, and he added Anthony Davis.
And look, and they're the number 1 seed. Look
Okay.
at the jump that the Lakers made when you add another great player to the team.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.